Namaskar everyone. Let us start with the chapter Respiration in Organisms. Respiration is the process of using oxygen to break down food to release energy, carbon dioxide, and water. So, the digested food combines with oxygen to release energy along with carbon dioxide and water vapor as a waste product. Respiration is a process opposite to photosynthesis. Respiration is a process in which food is broken down into simpler forms. Photosynthesis, on the other hand, is a process during which food is synthesized from simpler molecules like carbon dioxide and water. Energy is produced during respiration, while energy in the form of sunlight is required during photosynthesis. Oxygen is used up in respiration, and oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is produced during respiration, while this gas is used up in the process of photosynthesis. Respiration is of two types based on whether oxygen is used up in this process or not. The two types of respiration are aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Most of the organisms respire in presence of oxygen. This type of respiration is known as aerobic respiration, and the organisms are known as aerobic organisms or aerobes. In aerobic respiration, carbon dioxide, water, and energy is produced from glucose molecule. Anaerobic respiration takes place in absence of oxygen, and the organisms are known as anaerobic organisms or anaerobes. Anaerobic respiration takes place in yeast or in some bacteria. In anaerobic respiration, glucose in absence of oxygen is converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy is produced in this process. Sometimes during heavy exercise or fast running, more energy is required by our body. But the supply of oxygen to produce the energy becomes insufficient. To meet the requirement of this extra energy, muscle cells start respiring in the absence. Now let us see some differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the process of breakdown of food in the presence of oxygen. Anaerobic respiration is the process of breakdown of food in absence of oxygen. In aerobic respiration, end products are carbon dioxide and water, while in anaerobic respiration, end products can be lactic acid or it can be alcohol and carbon dioxide. Aerobic respiration takes longer time to release energy and produces large amount of energy because complete breakdown of food is taking place. While in anaerobic respiration, it is a faster process and partial breakdown of food takes place, so less amount of energy is released. Aerobic respiration takes place in most of the organisms, most of the plants and animals, while anaerobic respiration takes place in yeast and some bacteria and sometimes during heavy exercise in our muscle cells. Why do we get muscle cramps after heavy exercise? Muscle cramps occur when muscle cells start respire anaerobically. The partial breakdown of glucose produces lactic acid, and the accumulation of lactic acid causes muscle cramps. However, we can get relief from a massage or hot water bath. The process of respiration consists of two main stages: breathing or external respiration and cellular respiration or internal respiration. Now let us see some differences between breathing and cellular respiration. Breathing is the process of inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. It is a physical process in which no energy is produced and no enzymes are used. Cellular respiration is the process of breaking down glucose to produce energy, which is then used by cells to carry out cellular function. It is a biochemical process in which energy is produced in the form of ATP, and a large number of enzymes are used in this. Now, this diagram shows human respiratory system. It consists of nasal cavity, throat, larynx, trachea, which is also known as windpipe. This trachea divide into two tubes, which is known as bronchus and in plural bronchi. Each bronchus divide into thin tubes known as bronchioles. Each bronchiole open into bag-like structure which is known as alveoli. Breathing consists of two main steps, inhalation and exhalation. Taking in oxygen-rich air is known as inhalation, and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide is called exhalation. During inhalation, the ribs move up and outward, the diaphragm moves down, and the volume of chest cavity increases. While during exhalation, ribs move downwards and inwards, diaphragm moves up, and the volume of chest cavity decreases. Let us see the differences between inhalation and exhalation. In inhalation, diaphragm contracts and flattens, volume of chest cavity increases, lungs expand, and air flows into the lungs. While in exhalation, diaphragm relaxes and becomes dome-shaped. Volume of chest cavity decreases, lungs contract, and air is forced out of the lungs. The number of times a person breathes in a minute is called breathing rate. One inhalation and one exhalation constitutes one breath. Normal range of breathing rate per minute in an adult person at rest is 15 to 18 times, and breathing rate increases during heavy exercise or fast running. It can increase up to 25 times per minute. Breathing faster produces more energy. As a result of faster breathing, more oxygen is made available to body cells, so that let us understand the mechanism of breathing. From nostrils, the air passes into nasal cavity and then goes down the windpipe or trachea. From here, the air goes through two smaller tubes called bronchi, one of which enters each lung. In the lungs, each bronchus divides and redivides into finer tubes called the bronchioles. Each bronchiole and in a number of air sacs called alveoli. Alveoli have very thin walls and are supplied with blood capillaries, and here in alveoli, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place in the blood. Breathing in different organisms. Different organisms have different methods of breathing. In amoeba, breathing occurs by simple diffusion through cell membrane. In insects, the body of insects is covered with holes called spiracles. The oxygen enters these holes and reaches the trachea, which help them to circulate throughout the body. Fish and many other aquatic animals have special structures called gills. Dissolved oxygen is used from the water entering the gills. Earthworms absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their moist skin. Frogs, when in water, breathe through their moist skin, while on land, they breathe through lungs like human beings. Respiration in plants. In plants, specific organs for breathing are absent. The exchange of gases, however, occurs by the process of diffusion. Diffusion of gases occur through three sources: stomata, lenticels, or surface of roots. Stomata are minute openings on the surface of leaves. Respiration occurs through general surface of the roots. The roots take up oxygen from the air spaces present between the soil particles. through lenticles, openings which are present in old stems. Exchange of gases takes place.